everybody. Well, as you can tell, that GT80 fired right up, running real good. I think I'm at about, I don't know, just above quarter throttle, so about 3/8 throttle, a little bit rich on the low end. Letting it run through a tank of fuel like that just to get the rings all settled in. Then after that, there's really no break-in process for these engines. Just run a good oil and don't lean them out too much. Fired right up. That thing is so silky smooth, you can't beat a GT80. I mean, Zenoa engines are very heavy, but they absorb a lot of their own vibration. They're amazing engines. I'm going to get it shut down, let the engine cool for a little bit. Fantastic. So this is the first engine run of the GT80, and yeah, it fired right up. Absolutely smooth as glass. Such a nice, they're such great engines. Putting any kind of a modern 70 twin or even 100 in there would just beat the living daylights out of this thing. But that GT80 is so smooth. For a prop, I'm running a Falcon carbon fiber 2410. I've had nothing but bad luck or bad experiences with Falcon props in the past using their wood props. I always felt they were just way too soft. The center part of the prop hub would squish and they would come loose. So giving these carbon props a try, and so far I really like it. And this is the first time having it out of my basement, and sure enough, the first thing I did is I ran the wingtip into my door frame, dented it all to hell, and ran the top of the airplane into the side of the door, scratched the paint, but starting to look like a warbird now. And once again, this is my first time, as well as yours, seeing it outside, and I haven't done a video since I scuffed up the covering. I'm not sure how much the camera on the phone is going to pick it up, but what I did is I varnished the covering with not Scotch Brite, it's either 00 or 000 steel wool. And on the fuselage, I scuffed it going up and down, and then the wings and tail, I went this way. And I'm hoping the camera can pick it up, but if you didn't know that this was covered, you'd swear it had metal on it. Very, very convincing. Trying to get the sun just right to where you might be able to see it better. And that looks absolutely fantastic. The blemishes don't show up as much outside. I know they're there, and you can still tell it's a covered airplane. Anytime that you have covering over, I think something happened to my phone, but I think it's still recording. Huh, that was weird. Anytime you cover an airplane that's all sheeted but over a open structure, you know, you can see the waviness and the finish and all that good stuff. There's really no way around it. But the areas that I was really concerned about, they show up when you hit the sun just right. Like right there, yeah, you can see it, but overall it's not bad. Fantastic. Looks really good out in the sun. Awesome. Now this has been able to cool down for a couple minutes here. Let's see if she fires back up. This does have an RCXL electronic ignition on it. It doesn't get any better than that. Oh yeah, one more thing, hold on. So, last weekend, I built this real elaborate, I don't know what you want to call it, a ballast tray or whatever. It's just made out of laminated 1/8" ply to turn it into 1/4 inch. As you can see, it looks like a piece of composite material because I coated it with, it's either 3 or a 6 ounce glass cloth, real thick stuff. It's not permanently attached, it is screwed onto the side of the engine box. But after doing my typical very, very primitive balancing, because I don't necessarily balance my airplanes, as you all know, I don't think I'm going to need any weight in here. Because this is covered, and I was really paying attention when I sheeted the back portion of the airplane to make sure I used really light balsa, I think it's good to go. So I'm planning on doing the test flight as is. I don't think I'm going to put any weight in the nose. So we'll see how it goes. Besides, it's a Ziroli design. It's got plenty of washout in the wings, so even if it is very tail heavy, it'll still be controllable. All my dual rates in Expo are right here, so if it wants to snap with too much elevator, don't give it too much elevator. Doesn't get any simpler than that. Full scale's the same way. Ain't no dual rates in those. So I think we should be good to go. Before I take it back into the house, I'm going to do another little bit of a balance. Once again, I don't have a fancy CG rig or anything like that. I don't dangle it from my ceiling from some goofy looking sex swing type operation. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Just very basic, just picking it up and seeing how it feels. But yeah, I am super stoked. Looks extremely well. Kind of wish I had the cowl on it because that would really top off the appearance. This paint right here, I think this is a Valspar spray paint. It's just a satin black, and because I scuffed up the covering, that gave it a nice texture for the paint to stick to, and it sticks really nice, looks really good on there, except where I banged it all to hell bringing it out of the basement. Go freaking figure. But yeah, everything just looks really good. I'm so much more pleased with the airplane now that I've seen it outside. I was really concerned how it was going to look, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And that engine, I just can't get over how smooth these engines are. They are just unbelievably smooth. I haven't had a GT80 in, let's see, since before he was born. So that was probably almost 18 years ago. Oh, what a great engine. Fantastic. All right, well, I'm going to fire it back up, and I'm going to let some more fuel run through it. And we're creeping up on the end of February right now, and already it's 50 degrees out, and it's getting better. So as soon as we get closer to spring, I'm in absolutely no hurry to fly it, to be honest with you. I'm not excited about flying it. I'm not anxious in any way. I have a very bad feeling about this airplane. I don't know why. Call it a mother's intuition. I just have a bad gut feeling that something is going to go wrong. And no, I don't think it's going to be because of balance. I've never crashed an airplane due to balance. Never once. Never have, never will. If I try to fly an airplane that is so far out of balance that it crashes, then I'll quit the hobby, because you can tell if an airplane is too far off just by holding it. I mean, you really can. You don't have to get overly sophisticated about it. Unless you're talking like flying wings and Delta type stuff, then yeah, those CG is very critical. But for a plane like this, especially a Ziroli design, you can get away with murder on these things. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate mail and a lot of, oh, you're going to crash it because you didn't balance it, you're going to crash. No, I won't. I have a feeling it's not going to go well, but I just don't know what it is. I just have a feeling. Either the nose is going to come off, the tail's going to flutter and come off, something. I just have a bad feeling. But hopefully it all pans out. All right. But yeah, I know most are hoping I would head out to the field real soon and get this thing in the air, but not until it's steadily in the 60s and the runway's in good shape. I'm not going to run out there the next 55 degree day and try to fly it. I'm too old for that shit. I'm too old. All right, that's enough yammering on. I'm gonna get some more fuel burn through it, and I think that'll do it on the Bearcat for now until the maiden flight. Stay tuned. Later.